Yes, we're back. We're back with another video. Of course, we're back with Doki Doki Literature Club. Yup. In the last video, we were doing a poem. We're presenting our poems, and the first person I did it to was Natsuki, and I guess you could say it went out pretty well. So yeah, let's continue. So who should I present my poem to next? Since Sayori's like my neighbor or something, my one of my friends, so why not do it with her? Silence. This is a good poem, Justin. A generic answer. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that I'm. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would like to be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one. I don't know. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Justin. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's someone that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here too. Okay? Yay! Fun. I love fun. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Alright, let's see if it's good. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. He's probably gonna dominate. Dear Sunshine. Okay, so far it's good. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning, it makes me feel bad, like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I can't trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? The last line. I want breakfast. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or a no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. That's true. But the breakfast part. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Breakfast. Really? Yeah. Especially that last time. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Yeah, my mom hates. My mom doesn't like when I skip breakfast. Oh yeah, I get all cranky. I sometimes do too. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. That's the spirit, Sayori. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, who's next? Yuri, why not? Her poem's probably gonna be depression and stuff. Um, uh, silence. How I love it. Yuri stares at the poem. Oh, she's reading it. Never mind. No wonder she's saying nothing. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Um, oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Uh, um, it's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing the poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it, though. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, sorry. Yuri blushes her way, buries her face in her hands. Okay, I can dig with that. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't got anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Have been, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form a fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness. Come on, that's an easy word. Why can't I say that? Expressiveness. There we go. Our weekend. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Yeah, biased. How? Uh, um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Okay, thank you. I'd love to share my thought of process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Jeez, I can't read her handwriting. What is this cursive? The Okay, I'll try to read this. The tentacles. I don't know of my hail. What illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to be withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sticking blue green. What? Lou, who, what of the future? I writhe. claim calm, breathing uh, of the present, but living the past. The light flickers, and I flick and back. Bro, I can't read this. All right, I think I'm done. I'm sorry. I have such trouble writing. Okay. Yeah, no wonder. What? No, come on, be honest. It's not great. I wasn't thinking of that at all. I was though, but it took you a long time to read. Bro, this game is like reading my mind. Uh, well, I just don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I guess. Uh, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, I mean. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you good? Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Who? Actually, the story isn't about the ghosts all at all, Justin. It's about demon and demonic stuff with pentagrams and other things. Really, I must, uh, I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically and compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, as soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more Solomon putting than that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think of it that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep right trying. I'm counting on you. Thank you, Yuri. Alright, last is Monica. Hi, Justin. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. Bro, she sounds like some kind of like NPC secretary. Or like something something like that. By the way, since you're new in everything, she's going to dominate me with her fantastic poem. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Good. She's all eyes and ears and hearing about other people's things. I like that. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Justin. We're all a little embarrassed today. But it's a sort of barrier that we'll have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica a poem. My poem. Hmm. I like it, Justin. Really. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It's it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write, and she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment too. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? No, but I've read Albert Einstein. I didn't read that too, but uh, maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words, like me like chicken, me like sauce. His poems can be funny, enduring, or even sad, and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, so you think manga's for kids, but but you don't think this is for kids. They can express views of the world that would imply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in their poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning though. So I can see why it would be kind of your of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write that way. Everyone else wants you to write. It's not like that you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Are you sure? Your face looks like you're about to dominate me with your fantastic poem. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Yeah, she's probably gonna dominate me. That's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, dang. This is long. Okay. Hole in the. Okay, this is much easier to read though. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction and sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see a real blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already search for with a peppermint copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever to everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. This is supposed to be like some kind of love poem of a breakup or something. So what do you think? I thought it wasn't bad. It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis, emphasis on timing between words and lines. When I perform out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of um, epiphany recently. Okay, recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, phew, pew, pew, pew. All right, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. All right, I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my medical or writing abilities. Even if they just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting into my. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. I glance on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As uh, as they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, and meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What the heck? What's with this? What's with this language? Uh, did he say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? Oh, I know that. I meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Uh, you mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Um, well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did by the way. Sayori liked it, and Justin did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing estabil- establishing my writing style. Don't expect to change anytime soon unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Mm. And Justin liked my poem too. He even told me that he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Uh, that's not what I. You. You're right. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Justin appreciates my advice more than she praises yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you trying to that? Are you trying? Are you that full of yourself? I no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. You. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's magically grew to a size bigger as soon as it started showing. What the? Not Natsuki. Oh, Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Justin, she just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning is should jump out the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Justin. Wait, there's a reason that we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary in limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Justin? Yeah, I guess. Um, well, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know what to say. How did I get dragged into this? Is in the first place. It's not that I have to know anything about writing. By whom I agree with, they would probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be help me, Sayori. You- Sayori. Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting it when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Justin. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to reject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a sucked up jerk she is. A sucked up jerk she is being. Oh, bro, I should have choose someone else now. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me, are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Stop! Stop by the name of the law! Oh, everybody's shocked. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just wanted everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poem are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki is cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's oh, okay, are the same as they always were. Okay, oh, okay. what? What the? Okay, Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why why he's president. I was the monk. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader when I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself into the interject as president. That's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, that's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such genuine person really does matter. A good president, regardless what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna end the video here. So let's go save this one onto a nice, lovely spot here. And if you enjoy this episode, go check out the other ones. I made a playlist. I think you have to go to I don't know. I think my playlist, and then you'll see one called the Doki Doki Literature Club series, and you'll get to see all of these in one spot. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like of course. If, yeah, that's actually all I have to say. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.